Hi everyone and welcome back to PrepFusion. I'm Anish and today we will discuss few questions from engineering mathematics which came in various branches. So I've just collected a bunch of questions. So who should watch this video? Like if you are from any of those branches and you just want to check the solutions, you can watch these videos. And also I will discuss few controversial and few good questions as well. Like most of the questions are easy, but there are few good questions as well. I will discuss those questions as well. Okay, so just like watch the whole video. Now if you are an GATE EC aspirant, you should not think like how the question will come. Will it come difficult or easy? You just see the question and solve it. That should be your task. Just see the question and solve it. Don't think whether it is difficult, easy. No, that should be your instinct. Just see the question and solve. So try to solve all the questions without seeing my solution, and then you can see my solution. So let's start. So this is a very easy question. You have been given a matrix A and you have to find A raised to power 8. So we can use, like, whenever higher powers are there, we can use the Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So first I will write the characteristics equation of this matrix. So it will be lambda square minus trace of A. Trace of A is 0 into lambda plus determinant of this matrix, that is minus 1 minus 4 minus 5. So it is minus 5. Okay, determinant is minus 5 equals to 0. So my lambda square comes out to be equals to 5. Now I can use the reverse Cayley-Hamilton theorem. So I can replace my lambda to be equals to A. So this will, as everything is in matrix, the right hand side also will be in matrix format, that is 5i. So A square is 5i, but I need A raised to power 8. So I will take whole raised to power 4 on both sides. So this will be A raised to power 8 will be equals to 5 raised to power 4. 5 raised to power 4 is what? It is 625. 625i. Okay. So yeah, basically this will be your answer. 625i will be your answer. I don't exactly remember the options. So whatever 625i is present, that will be your answer. Now few questions are easy. One probability question is very good, and many like I've seen many other platforms, they are solving it wrong. So I will solve the correct one as well. If L, M and N are all non-singular matrix. So remember, if they are non-singular, that means all of their determinants are not equals to 0. That is a very important fact to note, that determinant of L, determinant of M, determinant of N are all not equal to 0. Very important fact to note here. Okay, so such that L inverse equals to L square equals to L inverse, M equals to L raised to power 8, N equals to L square. Okay, so then M minus N whole determinant will be, so just you have to do a bit of manipulation, that's it, nothing else. Okay, so here I know L square equals to L raised to power minus 1, so I can write that my L cube, if I multiply L on both sides, post or pre-multiply, doesn't matter. Okay, so it will be I, because L inverse times L is simply I. Okay, now L cube is I and N is L square, and this is L raised to power 8. So what is this actually? M, then M equals to L raised to power 8. I can write this as L raised to power 6 into L square, or L raised to power 6 can be written as L cube whole square into L square. So this is I, this is L square, so this is simply L square. Okay, this is L square. Now M is L square. What is N? N is also L square. So M minus N will simply be a nullity matrix, and determinant of nullity matrix is simply 0. So 0 will be the answer for this question. Pretty simple, straightforward, just manipulation you have to do. Now this is a very good question, and like there is a lengthy method to it, there is a shortcut method to it as well. I will show you both methods here. Okay, so like I usually solve using the DI method. If you know it, very well. If you don't know it, you can just search on YouTube DI method. You will find any short tutorial about the DI method. I will not explain the DI method here. Okay, so like you can see, this is like a chain rule type of integration, because both are not that easily integrable. So I will write the method for DI method is, you choose something to differentiate and you choose the other one to integrate. So if I choose T to be differentiated, because by differentiating T twice I will get it to 0. So that is my target. My target is to get to a 0. This is the method of DI method. Okay, so like, or you can use the simple integration by parts. I hope you know all those things. So this will be T, and integration of, I have to integrate log of T. So this will be log of T. This will be the integration, right? So now differentiation of T will be 1. Integration of log of T. What will be the integration log of T? I hope this is in your mind. What is the integration log of T? Integration log of T is T log T minus of T. I hope you remember. If you ever tend to forget, right, just write the expression and then differentiate it. If I differentiate this, this will be 1 and this will be minus 1. So 1 minus 1 is, sorry, just hold on a second. No, sorry, this will be log T plus 1. Log T plus 1, and this will be minus 1. So ultimately I get back to log T. Okay, I am not explaining, I am just solving the question, not explaining anything. Okay, Now I will differentiate it again. This will be 0. Now this, how do I integrate it? So this, right, this, if I have to integrate this, but this is what I have to find out actually. This is the integration that I have to find out. So let me write this as I. Okay, let me write this as I, because this is the integration that I need to find. I will write I equals to this. So I minus integration of t, because I can break the integration, right? They are all in sum, so I can break the integration. I minus t square divided by 2. Okay, in DI method we write the signs plus minus plus alternating, then we multiply this, and as there is 0 we stop here. Okay, so ultimately this will come out to be t into t log t minus t, then minus, there is a sign, negative sign, right? That's why negative 1 into I minus t square divided by 2. Okay, equals to this equals to I itself, because that is what I am finding out. This equals to my I itself. And what is my I? I is actually 1 by 4. They have given me this information. I is actually my 1 by 4. Okay, I will write the I later on. Let me just rearrange the terms, then I will replace my I with 1 by 4. Okay, so I will not explain DI method. If you know else, like, you can just look it up. So this will be t square. Now remember, you have to put the limits as well in DI method, right? This will be 1x. Okay, t square log of t minus t square, that I will go on the right hand side. This will be plus t square divided by 2 equals to 2i. Now why am I doing using this DI method? It may seem difficult, but just see how less I'm writing. If you just solve this using integration by parts, this will be so lengthy, trust me. Okay, so next, obviously t value will be replaced from 1 to x. I have to find out the value of x, right? So I is what? I is 1 by 4. I is 1 by 4. So this, actually this becomes what? This becomes minus t square by 2 t square log of t. So this will be 1 to x. So this will be x square log of x minus x square by 2, and of course minus the lower limit. So if I put lower limit, if I put 1 here, this will simply go vanish. This will be minus half. So minus of half equals to 2i is there, right? 2 times I, so it will be 1 by 2 itself. So ultimately what does what equation I get? I get x square into log x minus half equals to 0. Okay, so this is the equation I get. So now obviously x square is not 0, non-zero, like they have mentioned in the question. I have forgotten to write x is not equal to 0. So my log x will be equals to half. So my x will be equals to e raised to power 1 by 2, that is under root e. And under root e is how much? I will just quickly calculate how much is under root e. Under root e, right? So this will be just hold on, e under root, I'm not finding the sign, man. Yeah, so it is 1.648, something like that. So it will be 1.648. So this will be the answer for this question. Very simple. Just the tricky part is, if you know the DI method, then very good, because you will not need many space and many lines. If you don't know the DI method, then things will be a bit difficult. So just be careful regarding that. It would be better if you know the DI method. I hope you have studied the integration part from me, the like normal calculus part for me. So I've taught all this in my full course. Okay, now let's come to a few mechanical questions. All these were CS like second shift question. Now we will come to mechanical question. This first question is very simple, directly came from the property. A and B are symmetrical matrix of same order, then choose the correct answer. AB will be equals to B, no. A transpose will be equals to A inverse, no. That is for the orthogonal matrix. AB transpose equals to B transpose A transpose. Yes, this is correct. This is known as the reversal law, right? Reversal law. Okay, this is anyway correct. If my matrix is symmetrical or not symmetrical, it doesn't matter. It is anyways correct. This is a law. Okay, anyways correct. So if it is symmetrical or not symmetrical, doesn't matter. But I can further write, if it is symmetrical, I can write it as BA. This is what I can write. AB transpose will be equal to B. Okay, if it is symmetrical. But they have not even asked that. They simply asked the reversal law. Last option is obviously not correct. So this option is correct. Okay, let's move on to this next question. Next question is pretty simple, not that difficult. You have been given a differential equation. You have to find out the value of A. if the solution is given as such. Okay, so this is a Cauchy differential equation, because this is not linear, right? Like x term is getting multiplied. So simply what you have to do, you have to replace this x squared d square dy by dx square with d into d minus 1 plus 3 into d plus y. Of course y is there, don't forget y is there, equal to 0. Now I will get the auxiliary equation. What will be the auxiliary equation? Auxiliary equation will be m square minus m plus 3m plus 1 equals to 0. So m square plus 2m plus 1 equals to 0. So m will be equals to minus 1 comma minus 1. Okay, m is equals to minus 1 comma minus 1. So you will write your equation as c1 plus c2x e raised to power minus x. Here you will be wrong. Obviously we don't replace with simply x, right? We replace with ln of x. So this will be ln of x, and this will be e raised to power minus ln of x. So minus sign can go inside, minus sign can go inside. If minus sign goes inside, this will be ln of 1 by x, and exponential is this. So ln exponential will automatically cancel, and I will be left with 1 by x. So ultimately my y will come out to be c2 ln of x into 1 by x. This will be my y. Now you just put the values, okay, boundary conditions. So first boundary condition is y of 1 is 0. So I'll put here y of 1. So if I put y of 1, this will be c1, and ln of 1 is 0. So divide by 1 equals to 0. So c1 is 0. Sorted. Next, y dash of 1 is 1. So I'll differentiate this. If I differentiate, this will be c1 plus c2 by x into 1 by x plus minus 1 by x square into c1 plus, anyway c1 is anywhere 0, so it doesn't matter actually. C1 is anywhere 0. This will be c2 ln of x. Okay, so this will be equals to y dash, and y dash of 1 is 1. So this will be y dash of x. So if I put here 1, this will be c2 minus 0 will be equals to 1. So c2 will be equals to simply 1. So ultimately what it comes down to, ultimately my equation y, what does y become? Y is simply ln x by x. This is my y. Okay, so what have they told? They have told y of 2 is a ln 2. So if I replace y of 2, this will be ln 2 divided by 2. Okay, so a will be what? A will be 0.5. Simple question, like simple differential equation question, nothing that much difficult. Next is again partial differentiation question. Like you can solve it in many ways, but simple thing is you just have to differentiate this twice. Just differentiate any of the function twice and then add, you will get your answer. So I will not solve it because this will just waste our time. I want to get to a very good question. So just differentiate it twice and this will be your answer, right? Differentiate twice both with respect to x and with respect to y, and you will get to an answer. Anyways, whenever these type of equations are there, right, you will just notice either there will be exponential or sinusoid, something like that. Then only there will be cancellations. Okay, so option B will be answer of this question. I will not solve because just simple differentiate, nothing else. Next question is okay, pretty good. That you have to find out the minimum value of f of x. Okay, in this range. So for us to find the minimum value, simply differentiate this function f dash of x. This will be 6x square minus 18x plus 12. Okay, this is my f dash of x. Now what I will do next is I will equate this with 0. If I equate this with 0, this will be x square minus 3x plus 2 equals to 0. X minus 1 into x minus 2 equals to 0. So x will be equals to 1 2. Okay, now I have to check all the boundary conditions, right? All the boundary points and x equal to 1 2. Again, if I double differentiate this, this will be 12x minus 18. Now if I put x equals to 1, it is coming out to a negative. F double dash of 1 is coming to a negative. That means it is like talking about a maxima, local or global maxima. So not of my interest, I want a minima. So f double dash of 2, I am observing f double dash of 2 is something positive. Okay, that means I am getting a minimum. That means I'm getting a minimum. Okay, minimum. So but I have to check the boundary values as well, this, right? 0 and 3. So if I put f of x equal to 0, what do I get? I get simply 0. So f of 0 is 0. F of 3, this will be 3 cube, that is 27. 27 into 2 is 54. 27 into 2 is 54. 54 minus 9 into 9, that is 81, plus 36. Okay, so okay, yeah, this will be 30, 80, this will be 90, and minus 1, this will be 9. Okay, and f of 2, what will be f of 2? Again will be, I think, something higher. It will not be lower. F of 2 also, I think, will be something higher only. Okay, so f of 2, if I check, this will be 8 into 2, that is 16. 16 minus 4 into 9, that is 36, plus 24. So this is 40 minus that, so this will be 4. Okay, so of course, like the lowest, the minima is f of 0. So the minimum value of f of x will be 0, and at which point x equal to 0. Okay, the minimum value is 0, and at which point x equal to 0, at x equal to 0. Okay, this next question is again like they are only giving easy questions only, although they have asked you to find out the integration of this, complex integration of this, right? This is equals to some 2 pi I into n. Okay, about the contour unit circle whose center is at the origin. So not that difficult actually. If you just find out the poles, right? Where are the poles? Okay, poles are at plus minus 2 and at plus minus 2i. So magnitude of the poles is always greater than the radius, that is 1, right? So that means none of the poles are actually lying inside the contour. All of them are lying outside the contour, that is unit circle, correct? All of them are lying outside the contour. So here, all of them are lying outside. So obviously the residue will be 0, hence the integration also will be 0, hence n also will be equals to simply 0. Okay, very simple, straightforward question. This question is actually pretty good. If the language of the question is exactly like this, then this question is pretty good, and I know many people will solve this wrong. Okay, why can they go wrong? I will also explain that. Okay, so here, if players P and Q play a chess game, probability of P winning is 80%, drawing is 15%, and losing is 5%. Okay, so P winning, PW, okay, so we'll write WP is 80%, that is 0.8 probability of drawing of P is 1.15, and probability of losing of P is 0.05. okay, if they play 3 more matches, what is the probability that P wins exactly 2 games? If they play 3 more matches, what is the probability that they exactly win 2 games? Now there can be 2 things. Now first let's read the first statement. If players P and Q play a chess game, play a chess game, so that means they are playing the chess game once at the starting. Then the question is telling me that they play 3 more matches. If they play 3 more matches, then what is the total number of matches they have played? 4. Okay, so just keep this in mind. The total number of matches they have played is 4. I have seen many other platforms, they are telling that no, total number of matches is 3. Now if the language's question is as is like this, right, then it should be total number of matches will be 4. It will not be 3. Okay, if the language is same, whatever I have written here. Okay, now what is the probability that P wins exactly 2 games? So what, like I have to convert this into a binomial type of probability, right? Because I just care about either P wins or he does not win. So for P to win, what is the probability for P to win? It is 0.8. What is the probability of P not winning? If P is not winning, there are 2 cases. P draws or P basically loses the game. Either way, I don't care. I just care that P has not won the game. So if P has not won the game, that means it will be just addition of the draw and lose of a particular single game. I'm talking about a single chess game. Okay, so that is 0.05. 0.15 plus 0.05, that is 0.2. So again, this is following the binomial distribution because probability of success and probability of failure together add up to 1. Okay. Now what do I want? I want they have played total of 4 matches, and out of those 4 matches, the question is asking that P wins exactly 2 matches. It should win exactly 2 matches. So obviously I will just use the binomial theorem. It will be, sorry, n is 4 and he wins exactly 2 success is 2 matches. NC4 into 0.8 whole square into 0.2 whole square. Now if the language is same, then this will be the answer. Other, what they are solving is they are just writing 3C2 into 0.8 whole square into 0.2. Okay, according to me that is wrong. According to me that is wrong. Okay, so this right answer will be, I will just quickly calculate the answer. 4C2 is 4 into 3 divided by 2, that is 6. So 6 into 0.8 whole square, that is 0.64 into 0.64 into 0.04, right? So still I will do this. So 4 into 3 divided by 2 into 0.64 into 0.04. So this will be 0.1536. Now this will be the answer for this question, and of course I will wait for the like official question, then only I can also comment, but according to me the answer should be this only. Okay, according to me the answer should be this. Okay, so yeah, that this is a very good question. This is a very good question, just a bit tricky. Okay, so now let's come to this last one. Again, this one is again very simple. You just have to say if the vector field V is irrotational, what you have to do? Simply the curl of V will be 0, null vector. Okay, so very simple, I j k this will be del x, del y, del z, this will be 3z, yeah, this will be 3z, this will be 0, this will be cx, this is equals to null vector. So this will be this is 0, this is j minus j into c minus 3, other one is this is again 0 0, yeah, simply this is equals to 0. So ultimately c should be equals to 3. The value of c will be 3 for it to be a e-rotation field, nothing difficult. Now this question is again a good question because this is a standard question only, but what they have done is they have given this as MSQ, so then it becomes a bit trickier. Okay, so basically you have to find out the divergence. So for ECE students, right, for ECE students I will say just remember these formulas: divergence formulas, gradient formulas, and the curl formulas for the cylindrical and spherical coordinate system. And many educators will tell you just it's so easy to remember. I know it's difficult to remember. I know I also forget. Always I forget. Educators will tell you it's easy, but I understand the pain. Okay, but you just have to remember for the next 10 days. Okay, so just have to somehow remember this. Okay, so you have to remember the divergence results for all the 3 different coordinates. They have asked in spherical coordinate system. So what they have asked, if I take the divergence of this, then it should come out to be 0. Like ultimately it should come out not 0, sorry, it should come out to be, the result should come out to be independent of n. Okay, so that is what they are asking. So what you can do, right, you can simply solve this actually. That the divergence of this will be this, right, divergence of my function f, divergence of s f will be 1 by r square. This, like how to remember this also I have taught in my full course. Vector algebra, vector calculus marathon is already there in our YouTube playlist. If you want to quickly revise, you can quickly watch that. That's like a 10-hour video. Just quickly revise, do the questions, and the complete revision will happen. It's just on the playlist of engineering mathematics under PrepFusion. Just the last video, I think. Okay, so this will be r square sin theta. All these I have taught there, how to remember on all those things. So this will be dr into r square sin theta, and what is the actual function? AR, right? What is the actual function? That is 1 by r raised to power n. So it will be 1 by r raised to power n. Okay, other components are 0. So it generally they will give you this much only level only. They will not go too much high level, like they will not give you these terms as well. This much calculation I hope they will not give. Okay, so this will be, now here sin theta is like a constant, it can come outside. Sin theta will be cancelled, r square will be left. This will be del r into r raised to power 2 minus n. Okay, so ultimately this will come out to be 1 by r square into 2 minus n into r raised to power 3 minus n. Okay, 1 power reduces. Ultimately, this value comes out to be 2 minus n into r raised to power 1 minus n. Okay, am I correct? This will be, yeah, r square is here. Yeah, this right, yeah, 1 minus, yeah. So just hold on a second. I think I'm making a mistake. What is the mistake that I'm making? R square is there, so this will be 2 minus n, so 1 power will be reduced. Yes, okay. Okay, sorry. This will write this, right? 1 power will be, this will be 1 minus n, and ultimately another 2 powers will be reduced. This will be minus 1. Okay, sorry, this will be minus 1. So now you have to make this expression independent of r. What can, like, first obvious thing is, if my n is equals to 2, this becomes 0. So of course this is independent of r. Is there any other way? Yes, there is, right? If I make this n, if I make the power of r equals to 0, then also this will be independent of r, right? So minus 1 minus n, if it is equals to 0, then n will be equals to minus 1. And if this power is equal to 0, right, this overall thing will become 1, and this will be a function of n only. This will not be a function of r. So this is how also I can make this independent of r. Okay, so there are two correct answers for this, minus 1 and 2, C and D. Okay, so that's why that question becomes a bit on the trickier side, because there are two answers. First answer is obvious, but the second answer is not that obvious. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed. If you want to study like vector calculus, all those things, they are present on our playlist. Obviously complete course is not there, but whatever content is there, you can study and take like use those resources. And of course we will try to bring few revision videos. I will try to bring the control system revision video of the frequency response, complete frequency response. I will try to revise within like whatever short amount of time I have. I will try to revise all the concepts. Okay, so yeah, that's it from this video. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope you are able to solve all the questions. I hope you have found something new out of this question. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I have to see you in the next lecture. Until then, happy learning and all the best for your upcoming examinations.